Sidekicks on Sports Nightly is presented by Pacesetter Soccer Club. Soccer excellence since 1980.
Less than 24 hours away from the regional finals in high school soccer across the state of Ohio. And tonight we are joined by Chris Black in studio. And Chris, we've got a couple of local teams that will be playing for that regional title on Saturday. Let's begin with girls in Division I. It's easy to say Anthony Wayne Generals, they're back in it, state runners-up last year, but this is a whole different team for Anthony Wayne, for Lori Williams and her coaching staff, and it is amazing the turnover from that roster to be back in the regional title game.
Yeah, there's something to be said about obviously the confidence of those players coming back, knowing they did it last year, maybe in supporting roles. Now they step up into bigger roles, fill the voids left behind, but the coaching staff, Lori Williams there, bringing in Jordan Lefevre coming back to the program now too, so some of the coaching jumbles kind of happen as well, but they're back in it. Very difficult game, though. Avon, tremendous opponent, unscored upon the last six. Attila Cesar is known for playing balls on the ground, knocking around, playing great soccer. The good news is, in the run last year, Anthony Wayne saw lots of teams like that. Common opponent, they both struggled with them, which was Strongsville this year. But this should be a great game. Do not expect a lot of goals in this one, but it's playoff soccer. Both teams are ready for it.
And I think what this run says about the Anthony Wayne program is the fact that it is a program, because you're talking about a lot of the players on this team not only didn't play a lot of minutes last year, they didn't play a lot of varsity at all. They were on the JV team because they were so senior heavy last year. They had those girls as juniors playing JV, so they'd get that playing time, and now they're stepping up and playing meaningful minutes and leading the team on the varsity level. Yeah,
there's something to be said for expectations that the kids put on themselves instead of being put on them by others and people around them. So that's just kind of the program expectation now that they've set, and obviously it's always a disappointment when you run short of expectation, but it happens. Someone has to lose in the tournament. But yeah, they are kind of on that internal role now, really self-actualized, pushing upon themselves where they should be, and they put the work in the offseason as well, but they got those extra weeks last year are always huge anyways for even those kids pulled up that never really get on the field. Those are huge minutes for them at practice just to be part of that culture as well as get that extra playing time.
Anthony Wayne boys also made it to the regional tournament. They fell to Findlay in PKs on Wednesday. So Anthony Wayne boys and girls both made the regional tournament. Central Catholic boys and girls both made it to the regional tournament. Is there something to be said about a program, a school where you've got both the girls and boys making deep runs? Can that momentum feed off each other for both teams?
Yeah, you can totally see it in different ways, whether it's from expectation of just the program in general, where the athletic director and everyone at the school are getting excited about the sport. That often happens, or sharing facilities, whatever the case may be. But sometimes it's just a competitiveness of the coaching staffs and also the players. And oftentimes you got to imagine on the boys and girls teams, a lot of the friends between the two teams, and whether they're kicking the ball around on their own or just they're traveling in the same groups and kind of pushing each other. That does certainly happen, but we've seen the Anthony Wayne team do it over and over again. Central Catholic here the last couple of years. So in Perrysburg in the past as well as done. It's been a little bit since they've really been strong, but you look at that on the Perrysburg side, that's really the first program that put a team in the finals on the boys and the girls side years ago. So it obviously is enough there. It's not ironic anymore. Now it's pretty much a fact that it often happens.
And I think in Division III, Ottawa Hills this season was maybe a little bit of an afterthought. They were such a young team that they split the regular season meetings with Maumee Valley Country Day in the TAC and then got the win over the Hawks in the postseason. And now, after winning their regional semifinal over Kidron Central Christian, they're in the regional finals. They'll be home on Saturday. And Walker Kite has been on a scoring tear for the Green Bears.
Yeah, and last year, if you remember getting to watch some of those games on television here on BCSN, Walker Kite kind of ended up with a knock towards the end of the year, and that really slowed him down, and that was an issue for that team because they went into overtime against Bluffton, who ended up making a phenomenal run to the state finals last year. He was important to their team last year, even more so this year. He's got to be scoring. They've got a couple of kids that really never made it to the field this year for meaningful minutes, unfortunately, due to injury. So he is so important. As he goes, they go, more than likely. A real surprising area for D3 because you did have Maumee Valley Country Day taking one from Ottawa Hills during the regular season. You thought maybe they could squeak through in the playoffs. They didn't. Bluffton, you're figuring, okay, wait, maybe Bluffton's going to come through and go run through all the way everybody again. Then they lose to a surprising, at the time we thought, Riverdale team that really wasn't tested. They don't play the schedule Ottawa Hills does. But in the end, they dispatched Bluffton. So they're for real. So this is a tough test. But as we always seems like in Northwest Ohio, we're always assuming if anyone gets out, it's going to be Ottawa Hills. But it's going to be a tough task again. But I think, like you're saying earlier, as Walker Kite is on a run right now, that's how they're going to go. and I don't know if Riverdale's ready to deal with him.
Anthony Wayne girls, Ottawa Hills boys, both in action on Saturday. Both those games will be streamed on the BCSN Now app. And, of course, we'll have full highlights and analysis from those games coming up tomorrow night on Sports Nightly. Chris, thanks for joining us tonight on Sidekicks. And next week, we'll either be talking more about soccer with perhaps some state championship thoughts, or we'll have the Kiki Awards. So start getting the tuxedos ready.